What's up, everybody? It's Ben with Ben's Brick Designs. Thanks for being here tonight. It is Thursday night. Gonna do some design work tonight on studio. So nothing really to talk about. Don't have any new builds or anything. We finished out these guys last time, the Kasana skiff and the little speeder that went with it. That was our build last week, along with the child and the Mandalorian brickheads. So just going to get right into it. Really got nothing else going on build-wise, so just been doing a lot of sorting. I'm sorting so I can get to parting out some more microfighters, but I figure before I start parting out stuff, I probably should make sure that I have everything where it needs to be. So, alright, so I'm just going to kind of jump in with this. There's also a fly going back and forth between my two lights, so if you see me swinging, what's up, Kodiak? If you see me swinging wildly in midair, that's what I'm doing. So, I'm going to redo the instructions for the T6 because in building it, I realized that I needed to come up with a better solution for the swiveling fuselage giant wing section. And then I realized that the instructions that I have up on Rebrickable are probably need to be adjusted. So again, this is the T6, and this is it's got the swivel wing. I did find a white piece in that, so if I wanted to, I could order all white replacements for this and turn it into a white version, because it's a little more white in the show than it is light gray. So, but I'm going to take this apart and kind of redo what I've got, which you see on the screen. There's another reason here too, is that the figure doesn't fit in here. She's got this horntail on the back to go along with her. I forget what race she is. She and Ahsoka are the same. It starts with a T. It's like a Turgan or something like that. Anyway, she got that bit in the back that forces her to need a little bit of extra room in the back and in the cape. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Also, so this might not take too long to get done, and then if we get done early, we can pick another ship to work on. I'm also going to add a couple of things in here. And try not to let this fly that's swimming back and forth bother me too much. So if I seem a little subdued tonight, I'm actually not feeling that great. We did a workout today in the middle of the day, and it totally kicked my butt, and not really happy with, I'm just not feeling great. So I'll go ahead and get rid of the figure, at least for the design. Actually, I can just move it, doesn't matter. Happy to have nice, lax night. Work was less than pleasant today. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Oh, that's what I had to do that. So this is one area where I did a little bit different here. Yeah, that's already. Oops. Where'd that come from? Oh, I did put those pieces in there. Interesting. That's why those extra pieces are in there. They just weren't in the instructions. So how did I have this? Pretty similar, actually. but instead of just a single, this is a 3L pull. Yeah, I've got a 4L instead. So get rid of that. And this is a yeah, like I said, this is going to be a real easy fix. It's just then a matter of going back and redoing the instructions. I don't know what the cheapest color for this is, so let's see. 15 cents for light bluish gray, 9 cents for black. So this is going to be replaced. What's up, Goldie? Hey man, thanks for being here. Welcome to Thursday night chill stream, where I just sit here and redo a model of mine to get better instructions for it. So I don't know if anybody saw, but I was on Goldie's stream on Tuesday and we rocked it doing some karaoke. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for allowing me to be part of that. That was super nice. Is it with friction? Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I miss doing karaoke a lot, so that was good. I kept going into the bedroom asking Beth if I was bothering her. I'm like, are you sure that I'm not bothering you? She's like, no, you're fine. All right, now this is going to be a little dodgy because I don't think this is technically a legal build, but oh no, there we go. Yeah, okay, good. All right, now I know this part here. I want to... I did put an extra piece in here because I wanted to keep these side bits rounded, but because it's supposed to look like a round, I don't know if I still have the actual thing. This whole engine block is supposed to be a little more rounded than this, but these round plates tend to not have a whole lot of clutch together, so we'll replace that. Just replace it with a 2x4 for stability. So I was talking to a friend of mine, Mason, who also does a stream on we need to do that. He also does a stream on Twitch in which he paints minis for gaming. What's up, Connor? Thanks for being here, man, on the YouTube. I appreciate you dropping by. And he basically said that it's probably better. He was watching a few doctor, how to work on the health of your stream and how to get a good stream. And he said it's probably better to do. I'm gonna need to go back and figure out where to put that. I don't know where. He said it's probably better to do just Twitch or just YouTube. And have one drive the other. So like I would do something small on YouTube and say, hey, if you want to see more like this, come find me on Twitch. So, oh, okay. Hi, Jerry. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Jerry plus a number 514 or something like that. So I'm still weighing those options, whether I want to abandon YouTube and just go with Twitch, or you know what I'm gonna do. So this should be it, really. Oh no, I have to redo the font here. Yeah, I redid this all. You see the comparison, because otherwise she wouldn't have been able to sit in here if it was built like that. So I just have to figure out what I did. Yeah, the only reason I think I started with YouTube is I saw more people on YouTube doing Lego streaming. And my intro to it was on YouTube. So a lot of the community that I found basically does YouTube streaming. But they also do a lot of community streaming with StreamYard, and Restream Studio will do the same thing where I can invite people and kind of have people on with me, and we can kind of have like conversations. More of a panel than it is just me talking. Which would be all right, but that also doesn't use OBS, and you can't really do the same sort of graphics and layers. You can use some of them, but it's not the same, so I haven't decided whether I want to make that change yet or not. I'm gonna take these apart and see what I did. One bar in there. Alright, so I ended up coloring this one red to start. This guy got moved forward. This guy's going to go in a different spot. Looks like I put a brick separator. What's the hops? What's up? What's up, Tucker, my man? How's life, yo? So let's do... Put the last one out there. Yeah, I can do 3 on that one. Do a 2x3 there. We're going to color that dark. Just cause. And this one on top of it. Still the same. Dark. giddy out. So now I did that, and that, and that. And the second one of these. Okay. Wait. Oh no, that's right. Alright, so that's so she can still sit, her feet are attached right here, and there's room for her, the back bit, her horn, and then the cape. So, that is finished. I need to go through the steps and make sure that the instructions are right. But yeah, brilliant. And that's that new, setup for this kind of axle in the middle. Oh, I also added a couple. I will need to get rid of this. I don't need a new render, so I can get rid of that figure. Just gonna be about this guy here. So I watched Old Guard today. Anybody seen Old Guard? I knew nothing about the movie, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, who wants to, but I didn't know what it was going to be about. I thought it was just, I saw a couple trailers or images or something, and I heard good things, but I didn't know anything about it. So then I started watching it, and about 13 minutes in, I was like, what the F? Are you kidding me with this? It totally blew my mind. Like, it was really good. Alright, so I think that's it. I do like having these. A little loud. I'm just making sure that this is the same as I built it. The colors look right. So yeah, there's a, if you wanted to, you can turn this all white. And all the parts should be, yeah, I think at the time I didn't have all the parts in white. I didn't have this inverted slope bit right there, but you can totally do that. I mean, all the parts back here are all available in white too, so that's up to you. If you take a look at the image itself, the ship, it's a very light gray. It's almost white. The Lego set itself is white, but I don't like when they do that sometimes, when they make a very light gray ship white in Lego. It's personal preference, but. All right, so now I need to go through and make sure that this is all done in the right steps. And I forget what steps. So we're just going to kind of start over. There's nothing there. Okay, so that's step 6. Will be the Technic brick, right? Yeah. Welcome to the wonderful world of, there's a 2x3 plate in there. Welcome to the wonderful world of making instructions for Lego sets. So I need to insert a new step here. I'm going to grab that 2x3 plates. Probably a 2x2 plate that I did there. You know, this is my least favorite song of his catalog. Oh, and it's over, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, well that's a... I need another step in here. Oh, don't know what happened to that. What the what? Oh no, that's not right. There we go. Come on, man. If you're going to be doing this all night, this is going to be really annoying. Try not to do too many steps in one or too many pieces in one step, but it should be good. Yeah, this is going to be a little complicated now with this. Especially since I've done added plates in there. So let's So this is the step before that. So we're going to put that bar in here. And then the Technic brick, there's going to be 2 Technic bricks and a pin. And they're going to be grouped. Step 19. So I'm going to make this a call out later, and I'll show you what that is when we get to it. But for right now, I'm going to group it. So I can make it a call out later. And then I think, yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to kind of be the same. So I could do more than one of these steps at a time. Well, that's perfect. Oh, I can't see that one. Nope, not there. A little later. Right? Okay, so we need to do another step here. Nope. There we go. Yeah, that can be on its own. I don't think I need an extra step in there, whatever that was. So the other super fun thing that I was doing today that I find completely relaxing was wheeling back and forth over next to my sorting table and sorting through all my, I mean, I've got, like if you picture a Dell server box, probably about that big. I got about 3 of those full of stuff I need to sort through. And I'm gonna try to get some for my brother. Another 20 or so, one of those 20-gallon totes or whatever. Alright, so step 31. These guys. And sorting is just, it's mind-numbing, but it's calming too. It's just, I'm listening to podcasts and I'm just kind of putting stuff where I feel it needs to go. I would hate for anybody to have to like come take this over from me at any point, because it's a, you gotta kind of know where everything is. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, submodel, and then those two. I think these need to go. New step. That actually might need to be 2 different steps. We'll see. We'll walk it through and see what it looks like. See if it's too complicated. Right, saving. Shut off. What the what? Oh, whoops. Yeah. All right, so now if we go to instructions, we can step through this. Make sure the parts are in the right order. That's going to be a call out, so let's just view the steps. I'll do and that'll be an active buffer exchange, where I'll have like 2 parts kind of exploded out with arrows pointed in. I don't know why it's called active buffer exchange, but that's what they call it in the, so it's going to have to flip so you can see that, and then flip back, and that's good, and that's good, and that's good, that's good. This, I don't know how to make this happen. I can probably just say, I don't know. I think people are smart enough. You put if you see 2 up here and 1 down here, and the thing says that there's 4 of them, or there's 2 each, then I'm assuming people are smart enough to figure that out. This one, I think, I'm going to flip. So I'm going to go back. And this step, add a step here. And do these guys on 1. And these guys I'll turn around. Actually, it may be okay to do this. Like step 1 and then that. Yeah, so let's do that. I like people, but sometimes I think people need help. That's 1. So this one will be that one, and then this, that, and then turn that. Okay, brilliant. Actually, I think that step should go up here too. So, bam, bam, bam. And bam, bam, bam. Okay. Back to instructions. I have to go all the way through this again. Alright, so do it, flip, that. Good. And this is its own, so we'll do the steps. This is the instructions I'm working on for my little T6 microfighter. I had to make some changes once I actually figured out how to build it, and so I'm going back through the design and fixing the instructions so I can upload it to Rebrickable. And hi, Chris, how are you? If you guys like comic books and you are not following my friend Chris on Comic Tropes on YouTube, you should go do so now. Very insightful gentleman, knows a lot about the industry, a lot about the history of comic books, and a lot about the artists, and the writers, and everything that makes everything up. It's going to be an exploded view. Oh, and I did add, did I? No, I didn't. Sometimes I'd add little, if you want, you can take these colors. So you can do a full camera here. You can take these bits right here, the light gray circular plates, and replace them. And then the colored ones, or the dark ones here, you can replace them with like a light blue, a trans blue colored bit, so it looks like the afterburners are on when it's flying. This needs to be pulled out a little more. And it used to swivel a lot better. I bet if I held it, no. Huh, now it doesn't work as well. Oh well. You building a new AT-AT? Nice. So this used to pivot on this thing. doesn't. Yeah, I don't think the new AT-AT was going to be in the cards for me, but I'm going to try to get the, probably just hold it like that and turn it. It's like a ratchet set. I'm going to try to get the, let's go back to the design view, the ITS transport, and then the 501st Battle Pack, and then the I think that's it. I don't know if I want to get that CIS tank, the AAT, the CIS AAT. I don't really think I want much more of this new line. I'm getting the Razor Crest in a couple weeks, hopefully anyway, because I already pre-ordered that. That's about it, really. So here's your page design. Now I need to go back and I don't think I have... So I don't think I have the splash page for this one done. How is the new AT-AT? Are you liking it so far? Oh, hang on a sec. It's already plugged in into the charger in here. That would not be good. Oh, that build was a lot of fun. The Voltron build. It wasn't as repetitive as I thought it might be. Yeah, I don't have a splash page. Dang it. All right, well. Splash page goes in here. Change the global sign to this. Global style. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I was super pleased with it. That works. Cool. I'm glad. I want to do like a mega build. There's a walker called an ATHE, which you can probably see if you look up some fan art of it. There's like 1 or 2 pieces, and it was in a video game, and I can't remember which video game. I don't think it was Rogue Squadron, but it was in something where you had to kind of fly around and shoot stuff in an older game. But it's basically a 6-legged walker. Oh, here I can. But I want to like build a bunch of ATRTs and swoops and stuff to put in the back because it's basically it's a walker. So it's this giant thing, right? So here's like an AT-AT down here, right? And here's an AT-ST. So I mean, it's this monstrous thing. Have I made a mini AT-AT yet? Well, Lego actually did. They did a mini AT-AT or mini AT-AT, and they also did a mini First Order AT-M6. The only one that I've adapted is the AT-IC, which is a all-terrain ion cannon, which is kind of like it's the same thing. The toy that came out way back when was a kit bashed AT-AT with like a turbo laser on the back from a play set that was like the Death Star play set. So they just basically cut off half of the back of that walker and then put this thing on it and made it tan. So that's the only way I kind of adapted it to that. But I'm going to try to make this thing, and I'm going to try to make it minifig scale, which is going to be, you know, this tall from the floor, something like that. So I don't know if that's ever going to be in the plans, but I'm going to do it in studio first and see what happens after that. All right, so let's go ahead and there's a splash page that goes here that looks like these, but I haven't done one. I have to do it in GIMP, which I don't want to do while I'm on the stream. But I'll walk through this and make sure it's this all works and makes sense. Kind of jumpy. It's kind of all over the place. Where's my alignment? Okay. How about you do what I want you to do? This just must be chewing the processor up right now. What happened to the image? Align with previous image. Okay. Well, that's legitimately disappointing. What got put in there? Oh. Whoa! It's not where I want you at all. Yeah, sometimes Studio does that where you're like, its instruction making is just not like this. Right now it looks like a sunfish. Well, I have a Lego themed wedding. At this point, yo, we'd be lucky. We're going to be lucky to have a wedding. We're doing our best to make sure that we have several plans in place. To sort of accommodate whatever thing is going to happen at that point, but we don't have any idea what's going to go on right now. Oh, this should probably be a call out. Let's go back a step. Where did that go? Oh. So, submodel. That is to say, though, Chris, that the plan is to have not completely Lego themed, but Where's my create a call out? Convert to call out. Sorry, focusing. There's going to, at the very least, be cake toppers that will be bride and groom. Let me see if I've got a friend of ours bought something. Which I thought was kind of clever. Hopefully I'm sorry, you guys. The whole thing was on me the whole time instead of this, which you should be seeing now. This, oh my God, rookie move. A friend of ours got us this. This is going to be a surprise, right? So we've got a bride and groom. It's not official Lego. It's going to be hard to get an official Lego one, but I think I can find them somewhere. In the meantime, these are pretty great. A little tux and a little dress, and you can change the hair and stuff like that. O's on the build? Okay, good. The problem is it's by this company called Brigham Young. And I was like, that sounds like Brigham Young. And it totally is. You can build the temples. So this is totally, and this one got ripped. I don't know what that is. But it's totally like the Mormon Lego. So I guess, you know, there's lots to be said commentary-wise for religious, which is the most important minifigure in this set. I'm not really going to make that commentary here. I know some Mormon people that I went to high school with, and that was about it. But I just thought it was funny. I'm also not a big Utah in general fan because when I was a kid, we went to Air Force football games in Colorado Springs, and Brigham Young was always kind of a rival. So this is clever, and I'm really glad that our friend got us this, but I would rather almost have this dude. The rabbi, and you can build a dreidel. It's a Hanukkah dreidel. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. So as far as I know, we are going to have if not a themed wedding, then at least parts of it. It's going to be a big kind of geeky. Nope. Design. There we go. Jiminy Christmas. So yeah, we'll have cake toppers, and then the original plan was I was going to order a bunch of Lego to have as like little things that you could build on the table as like gifts, like table gifts. So little net bags instead of like candy. You would have little bitty instructions with little bitty bits of Lego that build a cake or a flower vase or something wedding themed or something. Just an idea. But seeing as how I don't know how many people are going to be there now, because I don't know how many people will technically be able to be there, it's going to be hard to figure out. So we're going to do what we can. See, I think what is happening is it's pushing it off the screen. There's something going on with this thing. All right, I'm going to exit this. Yeah, there's something goofy with this whole affair. So I'm going to exit Studio and restart it. Um, I'll get back to your other question, Chris, about the Lego movie. That's really it for the what we're gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna make a cake or anything that is a Lego brick or anything. I don't know if we're gonna have a groom's cake or groom's cake and bride's cake, or what we're gonna do. We're thinking now that people might have to be like kind of far apart from each other. We might do like have our own kind of cake that's a kind of respectable size with the cake toppers on top for like photos and things, and then every table will be individual. So like if you're coming with a family, if there's 2 to 4 of you, you all sit at one table, and that table gets a box with some food in it, right? Like a box with, not a box, but like a family meal plan kind of thing. Because a lot of caterers will do that. They'll be like, here's a spread of fixins for fajitas, or a couple sandwiches with some fruit or something like that. So we're coming up with ideas for that. And then cupcakes. So we'll have cupcakes. And we're thinking of the toppers for the cupcakes being different nerdy things, like, the little plastic things that kind of go in them on like birthdays and things. We're like Star Wars and Marvel and Lord of the Rings and Tron and just whatever we can kind of put on there that we're both fans of. So yeah. Let's see if this works out any better, because that was really, didn't like the way that construction was working. Thoughts on the Lego movie? So I really liked the first movie. Like a lot. Like I didn't think I was gonna like it that much. Why is that not? Why does it disappear? It totally disappears. Does the rest of this spin? Yeah, the rest of it does. Where does this one go? Ugh. It's kind of important that you see the back side of this. And I can't make it do it. If I tell it to do it this way, will it do it? It keeps on, its center is way off. Something about the center of this thing. Align to current step center. This is messed up. What happens if I do this one? That one works fine. Thanks, I appreciate it. The Lego movie, I really enjoyed the first one. I appreciated the fact that it looked like it was stop motion, but wasn't really. Like it was computer animated, but it was, at least I think, but it was made to look like it was a stop motion movie, which is a serious, serious nod to all those people over the years who have made stop motion Lego movies. And I think the idea was to offer a serious homage to those people and say, look, we get you. You are the reason we're doing this movie. So kind of hats off to you. I also like that when they are building sets and they're throwing parts out, the numbers of the parts are there. There's a lot of people who know those numbers. I don't. There's like, I know 2 or 3 numbers for parts. And I'm starting to learn more of them as I play with, Studio, and I order parts on Bricklink and stuff. But I think I'll just have to explode these views out because it's not rotating right. That's damn unfortunate. The second one felt like the Batman movie was a lot of fun. It was very tongue-in-cheek. It was like joke after joke after joke. The second one felt like if you just watched the first one and just kept watching, that's what the second one felt like. Like it was just more of the first one, which wasn't bad, right? But there wasn't anything new. There was the catchy song. There was the humor. There was, it was just kind of an extension. So if you ever want to spend 4 hours one day watching Lego movies, perfect. You get two of them in a row. This is going to be a problem when I have to flip this thing the other way to get those pieces on the other side, isn't it? I remember fondly, though, that when we were in the theater, Benny the Spaceman made an appearance. What the F is this nonsense? And I have to remember that this was made, like I do have instructions for this somewhere, so this is probably like pulling a lot of those instructions back from the original model. I took my kids to see the original, or the first movie, and I don't know where it is, but this is an original set. So here's Benny the Spaceman, right? This is from the movie. This is Benny with the broken visor and everything to indicate that he's old. He's an old classic space guy, and now he comes with Lenny, Kenny, Jenny. I don't know what their names are, but right, there's all these guys that come in a little set together. So this is the original classic space guy, and this was from 1986. I mean, you can see how dusty that head is and how gray these bricks are comparatively. You can really tell how gray those bricks are. Old gray, new gray. So I've had a lot of these in my life, a lot of these classic space guys. I don't have them anymore. And you can even see, like, here's the robot that they gave with it, which is like really throwing it back. There was none of these pieces. These cheese wedges didn't exist when this guy was out, which is kind of a fun thing. This is the robot that came with them. Kind of the same thing. This is the actual, this has never been taken apart. Like this, I think I took apart the antennas off this guy, but this guy's never been taken apart since I first got him. It's the only one I have like this. Everything else is in pieces. All my old sets. So I never kept the old classic space sets, but I did keep, okay, now we're going to go back to design. Very good. I kept all the pieces for the Futron sets because those are the sets that I bought with my own money. When I was, 14 and I was still getting an allowance, 12, 13, 14, getting an allowance, and I'd still we would ride to the mall and get, I'm totally confusing myself now. And get, we'd go to KB Toys and buy some Lego, or Transformers, or GoBots, or whatever the hell else we wanted to get. And please let me rotate this without disappearing. So all those sets I kept, and those are the white and black and trans blue and trans red sets. The Monorail, the Star Defender 200. A lot of those style sets. So those I kept. Anyway, long story longer. I'm going to turn the active buffer exchange on these guys because they're red and they're hard to see that the outline is there. When we went to see the Lego movie, I was with my kids, and Benny the Spaceman comes out. And they kind of, they kind of looked at me. They like both of them looked over at me, and they're like, "Did they consult you for this movie or something?" I'm like, no, because his name's Benny, the Spaceman. Okay, so the first one was terribly enjoyable. I really liked it. That doesn't need to be. That can be. This can be a call out. Can you convert that to a call out? Go back into step editor. And convert to call out. No, don't want that at all. But yeah, so I mean, I liked most things. I haven't watched any of the like other Lego film things. Like I never watched the Freemaker Chronicles or Adventures. I didn't watch the Yoda Chronicles. I didn't watch any Ninjago movies, anything like that. So I feel kind of schmucky about it, but at the same time, those things didn't appeal to me. So it must be that time of night where I have to skip a song. I don't really like that song. All right. That makes sense, right? It just sits on that pole in there, or just attaches to that thing. All right, so then after this, you do insert page after, and you do insert, and you do bill of materials. And that's a good amount of space, because then here, so insert text 30. Suggested minifigure. Minifigure? Yeah, minifigure. Shock. Oh god, how do you spell shock T? Is it with the apostrophe? It's 2 A's, but isn't it apostrophe? The only other one I've seen was the Shazam Lego movie. It was clearly much lower effort than the main Lego movies, but it had some decent bits. I didn't even know there was a Shazam Lego movie. There we go. Come on. Oh. I think it's Shock T. But I may be wrong. Shock T? Something is seriously hosing this machine right now. Can't imagine what it is. Oh, it's just, yeah. Togruta. Yeah, she's a Togruta. She's a Togruta like Ahsoka is a Togruta. So just... Oh, I do need an image, dang it. It's only like 40 minutes long if memory serves. All right, I'll check it out. I do need to get... I have to open this up again. So this Shock T figure is like $30, right? Between 20 and $30. And I bought the T6 set for about $130 from a fellow lug member who had one sealed, and and it was like a 300-piece set. No, more than that. Was it 300 pieces? Still have the box, I think. Yeah, 389 pieces, which means it should have been... See, here's the thing. 389 pieces means it should have been $40. And I think originally it was $59, which means it was stupid expensive for its... Save image as... I should have done this first. To where? Downloads. I have to upload this to the actual thing later. Save. So anyway, that's the whole reason the set is now expensive, because this is the only set that this figure comes in. So then insert image. Downloads. Make her a little smaller. All right, now the beginning of this has I might be able to do this pretty quick. So let me go ahead and open this. I'm going to open GIMP over here and see if I can do this quickly. I have an image that goes at the beginning here. Hopefully this won't take too long to do, but I have to do it on my other laptop because that's where I have GIMP installed. And I'll just try to keep talking because, you know, words. I hope they don't come out with another Lego movie, but I bet they will. I bet they'll come up with a third one. Let's see, microfighters, instructions. There's just one that's a splash page. Where is that? There's a lot of, I feel, need to just keep cranking out sequels until you have a minimum of 3, until you get a trilogy, right? There's so many other properties that can be done, but they won't do any of the other properties. T6. Is it Jedi? T6 shuttle? Yeah. Jedi. Oh, nope. Let's just go Jedi. Nope. Dagnabbit. Jedi T6 shuttle. Get rid of that bit at the beginning. So let's do this. Where'd you go, buddy? Find it yet? Video capture device. That one. Video capture device. It's in there. Okay, find it. Find it. I'm not gonna have two of those. There we go. Cheating. So this is kind of, you can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm just making a, this is basically like Photoshop, but free. Nope, I don't want that. It's hard to do without a mouse, so. I have love-hate relationship with the corporate-driven world we're in. On the other hand, it means that good ideas get lots of backing and support and ensuring they get ultimately good. On the other part, it gets milked until you're sick of it. Yeah. Well, and that's kind of what I feel like with the Lego movie and most Lego things in general, because I know that people mean well when they, you know, you get something posted on your Facebook page or something, and it's all your well-meaning friends going, "Did you see this?" And it's like, you know, it's a picture of somebody stepping on Lego or something, and you're like, "Yes, I know." But because there's such saturation, that is kind of what happens. Is Star Wars and Lego and let's see, T6 shuttle. Is that the new one? I apparently have a few of these. Let's do this one. There we go. All right. Ignore offset. Ooh, that's small. Ugh. Is this floating now? Alright, well that didn't do. Radis, why is there Radis in there? Alright, so that's good enough. Save. And export to T6. Alright, so that's now on Google Drive, recent. Let's see if it picks it up. Not very fast, it doesn't. It's such a junky way to like do file transfers and stuff like that, but oh, forgot to hit export. Okay. I always do export and then forget there's another dialog that comes up. All right, so this should pick it up here. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There we go. You don't need to show me, just let me download it. So this is all so I can put a sort of branded bit of instruction up on where is it? A branded bit of instruction up on Rebrickable. I can close this out now. So download. Oh my god, so slow. Is it laggy? Are you guys seeing the like really? I mean, it doesn't matter. I got 10 minutes into this, but it's so laggy right now. And I'm only doing like, I'm not doing anything different than I have before. What's up, stupid Chrome? Oh, come on, man. Thank you. I think her machine needs an update. Come on, please be there. Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, thanks. Now it's there. Now I can close Chrome. Nope, don't warn. Go away. All that so I can do this. Excuse it. Is it not? There we go. Okay, now I can do export. And I'm not going to call it new, just oh. Yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know what's going on with it. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't, but I've got a couple of alerts here. I bet there's like there's a software update that needs to happen. I don't know if that's causing a problem, but because this export should go like that. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's trying to find its network preference or if it's trying too hard to find something. So yeah, that's one thing I'd like to get is a dedicated streaming machine that's not this little MacBook Air or my work laptop, but I don't know. Unplug that. That might help. Stupid webcam. Back over here. So I mean, it's hard to set up all this stuff and be like, you know, I got these great overlays and I've got all this work done on it, and I figured out the software they need to use and the optimum time, and you know, my network settings are good, and then you're limited by the machine that you've got. Especially when you're trying to get people to stay on and watch for more than 5 minutes on Twitch, and they get on and you're all, All right, so that should be done. And that's all I was going to do tonight. I didn't think that was going to take an hour and a half, but apparently that took an hour and a half. So we'll save this, and I'm going to exit this. I'm going to open up Chrome and just see if I can upload this to the new thing. And we'll make this a premium. Premium set. You watch it with your own eyes. Watch as it becomes one that you got to pay money for. Where's your bricklayers? Yeah, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Oh, I don't know if I changed this one. All right, where are you? Because I know it's in here. There it is. So I'm going to come back here later and do, I guess I could do, yeah, I think I'm going to do a lot of this on my PC tomorrow. But anyway, this is where I would go to change the building instructions. I do edit. Actually, admin. And then delete that. And add a file. And this site's pretty cool. If you haven't been to this site, it's a great place to go if you have, the original intent was to be like, I have this set, right? I have this, you know, Pisana Chase speeder set. What else could I make with this? And these are a lot of people going, well, I took it all apart and I built this thing, and here's what else you can make with it, kind of thing. That was the whole impetus behind this set. And then this is premium, and hopefully it doesn't say, I'm sorry, you can't. Sometimes it doesn't like the name. Oh, mock not saved. Why? Premium mock names must not contain the trademark Jedi. T6 shuttle it is. Because technically it's the T6, it's the Jedi T6 shuttle. Yes. Yeah, so I had to change, like, the Y-Wing was a trademark, but X-Wing wasn't, or something like that. So it couldn't be an X-Wing, so it was like a B-1TLB bomber starfighter or something like that. But you can look at it and go, yeah, it's a Y-Wing. So yeah, now it's a premium, and I'm going to go back and add some mini GIF. Ugh. Save, where's save? Okay. So that's it. It's 9:30. It's actually 9:32. So thank you guys for being here tonight, and I will try to have. I don't think I'm gonna have anything to be built. Camera's all wonky now. Before Sunday, but well, you're here right in time, M Productions, because we're about to shut it down. I don't know what I'm gonna do next time. Probably just some design stuff, and I may. I don't. Nobody responds to like the community posts that I put up, so I'm just gonna come up with my own agenda for Sunday. And then again, I'm parting out these figures. So I'll do a sail barge and then a speeder or a pirate tank, attack assault tank, whatever Hondo has. I'll part those out and order some parts for those, and hopefully you'll see those on Instagram sometime soon. But in the meantime, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Sunday, if you can be here at 10 a.m. And I will, if you can be here on Twitch, that'd be great. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Peace out.